turned back into lube again. And I was like, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and my partner at the time and we'd actually met during the protests. And then eventually we got together after I was with somebody else, and then we ended up breaking up, and then me and this friend ended up getting together, and our relationship was like brand new. So we drove to DC and checked into this hotel. And I don't want to be too gross here, but we checked into this hotel and it was disgusting. And it was a huge room. And this is honestly, I'm going to prepare you to cut here, because when we were going, like we didn't take off our shoes, and I went and I grabbed the remote control to turn on the TV, and the remote control had this sticky residue on it.
Yeah.
And you know how, I don't know if you guys have ever used personal lubricants before, but whenever they dry on something, and I was like, I bet you if I run this underwater, it'll reconstitute and it'll prove that this is lube.
Yeah.
And so I ran the remote underwater and it reconstituted, it turned back into lube again. And I was like, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we checked into the Phoenix Plaza Hotel or whatever, right there by the Capitol, 2:00 in the morning, exhausted, 11-hour drive, checked into one hotel, checked that out, got the refund, did all that stuff. And then woke up the next day later than I wanted to, woke up at like 8:30 or something like that, scrambled to get out of bed and get all the stuff, went downstairs, stopped at like the second floor, which was the like the mess hall or the breakfast bar or whatever, looked in and just curious because I heard all these people. I looked in and there's like Trump flags all over the place and like dudes in armor and shit like at the breakfast bar. And I was like, nope, all right, let's keep going. And so we walked out, and the very first thing that we saw when I stepped on the sidewalk and started walking towards the Capitol was a group of Chinese American immigrants that were all protesting, carrying this huge banner saying no CCP in the US. I took like a couple of very bad photographs of them, just trying like kind of getting my sea legs or whatever.